No, I'm missing breakfast and lunch. They call that something.
Well, you those brunch. Don't do that. That's not brunch. I've never seen grilled chicken, broccoli, and eggs, and we call this brunch. I've never seen that.
My daddy used to have spaghetti and
never seen
pancakes.
that.
We used to have spaghetti and pancakes. I swear.
Nasty.
Not
work.
together.
Extremely nasty. Work.
It was separate. It was
Spaghetti?
like you cook a bowl.
Why is spaghetti made
Because
during
that's the lunch
breakfast
part.
time?
That's the lunch part. So you have
You
the
have
breakfast.
spaghetti before 12.
Yeah. Yeah. Spaghetti before 12 is not a rule.
It ain't a rule, but who wakes up and eats spaghetti?
We did.
It's nasty work.
Spaghetti,
It's nasty.
pancake, eggs, bacon. Keep it a buck. What's going on? We back. It's your boy Jarvis.
And it's your boy J.E., y'all.
And we got another good one for you here. Appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you tuned in. Wherever you tuned in from, obviously if you're looking at us, you're on YouTube or you probably, only on a couple of social media platforms. But if you're listening, we appreciate you folks on Patreon, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple, wherever you can find podcasts. That's where we're at. So make sure you download, go like, share, support. I'm about to say copy paste, but yeah, do whatever you got to do. Make sure Keep It a Buck is in your repertoire of podcasts to listen and watch. You good, bro?
I'm great.
We ready to get going?
So ready to get going.
It's aloe.
A little bit of
My dog got the aloe on. I said aloe like the plant one time. They said, you ain't got no money. I was like, you right.
Quarter zip poppy today.
Chill. Right on.
Let's get to it, man.
Let's rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the JE Q&A. As always, where I ask the co-host or a guest a few questions and we ask that they keep it a buck. Now today, Jarvis, I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
Talk to me.
I'm going to ask you some stuff. It's really going to be kind of this or that type of thing. You got to pick one, don't overthink it. Just say what come to mind. There's a few of them. I'll let you know when we get to the end of it. You cool with that? Don't overthink it. Just answer.
I am going to overthink.
All right? Don't overthink. Please, just shoot.
I'll
shoot your gun.
I'll overthink, but under answer. Come on.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Coffee or tea?
Ooh. Don't overthink it.
God damn, boy, overthinking the first one. Shoot your gun. Boy, don't overthink. Shoot.
Coffee.
Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Dogs or cats?
Neither.
You gotta pick one, Jarvis. God damn.
Neither, man. Give me the 5-legged animal. Give me
dogs or cats, bro. Pick one. Jeez.
You know what's why? I think I'm gonna go dog. I'm gonna go dog.
All right. Late night go-to snack.
I don't eat snacks. Look at me. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a big boy.
Ass or breast guy?
Definitely the gat. Definitely the gat. Yeah.
Slim or thick?
Thick.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Come on. Florida boy. Summer. Okay. Let's do it.
Sweet or savory?
Savory. Hate sweet.
Okay. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or Kobe Bryant?
To do what?
Just pick one. I told you don't overthink it, King. Just pick one. Whatever to you. Just pick one.
To me.
To you. Whatever it is to you. I'm just asking. Just pick one.
It's Michael Jordan.
Okay, Michael Jordan. Okay.
Business, I want LeBron.
Beyonce, Whitney Houston, or Mariah Carey?
It's Whitney.
It's Whitney? Okay.
No, it's not. It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce.
Shoot your gun, bro.
In totality, it's Beyonce.
All right. Cherokee or Pinky? Cherokee or Pinky, my bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Both nasty right now.
Come on, shoot your gun.
I'm going to go Cherokee.
Cherokee, okay.
I'm going to go Cherokee.
Yeah, shout out to Cherokee.
Word.
New Edition or Boys to Men?
Me personally, Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Me personally.
Okay. This one, Jodeci or Drew Hill?
I had to say on drink champs. Let me drink. Neither.
Lord. Come on.
Man, that's tough. I'm going to edge out Jodeci. No. Beauty's so much better than everything else. I'm going to go Jodeci.
Jodeci, okay. Clarissa Shields or Layla Ali?
Oh, Clarissa Shields.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talker or listener?
talker.
Okay. Fast or slow?
Slow.
Boom, there it is. See,
Slow.
little icebreaker today, man. Switch up, nice little switch up. Okay, now we got these real Q&As going on.
Feel that. Slow. Take your time. Slow cook
Here
it.
we go.
That was hard.
Pause. Slow down. That was crazy. We could not start my segment off like that. That's crazy. That's why. Let's not do that.
That's a fact. I apologize.
All right. What are your thoughts of the new Michael Jackson movie? Let's get into it.
Oh, my gosh. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I got to put a drink
I'm going to
down.
grab the drink while you speak.
Michael Jackson was done justice, all right? There's a couple things that you have to be looking for in the movie, in the biopic, right? It was a great film. The acting, to me, was great. The storytelling was great. Fast.
Yeah. Too fast.
In certain places, it was fast, but where they kind of made up for it was plain. Spoiler alert, I apologize. You kind of know what it is, but there's some new things or whatever, or some revelations, if you will. I like the fact that they let Jafar perform the entire song.
Right.
Both times, like both big, the Wembley concert where they did Bad, and then the Victory tour, like they did full songs. So that was cool. The only thing I did not like about the movie was the AI animals.
That was kind of crazy.
That was kind of wild. You know, I get Bubbles. I do get Bubbles a little bit, but you know, the giraffe walking, the even sometimes with the Bubbles, a snake on it was kind of crazy. But other than that, I think they did that man justice contemporarily, like based on how we are today and how we consume. I think they did a great job.
Right.
I think they did a great job, and I think Michael. I think they did it even more justice by letting it be known Michael 2 coming out, so we can get that second stint of Mike, that dangerous Mike, that past, present, future history Mike, invincible Mike. No pun intended. You know, but like for real, I'm glad about that.
You know what I say this for the directors and producers for how limited they were on things they couldn't
What were they
put
limited
in or
on?
probably took out for the movie. I thought they did a pretty good job.
What were they limited on?
You know, like Janet didn't want to do it.
yeah.
The family
Fact.
said it was some stuff they didn't want to talk. They couldn't put in a movie, so
Fact.
you got to factor that in for what they were able to do. I thought they did a good job. I thought the production was good. Jafar did a hell of a job. I don't think you're gonna find a better Michael per se who can really sound like him, talk like him.
And
I thought
feel that too.
They
Be a
killed
family.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was connected.
Yeah.
I do feel like it was rushed and there was a lot missed. Like I wanted to know a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to see it seemed like they really sped up his life. Like it went from a kid, they showed a little bit, then he kind of was like, I would have loved to slow that part down. But as we all know, this movie can go easily 8 hours. If you're talking about Mike life, this could be an easy 8 to 10 hour movie. Seriously. No, I would have too. That's the crazy part.
For a long time.
Was I the only one that felt like when it ended, it was like, whoa, we just getting started?
Until they, and we talked about a little bit, until they said his story continue, until they said that,
I was confused.
then I was a little upset because obviously his story is the name of one of his albums. You know, past, present, future. They got 3 parts. One is the past, and one is the present. That time in the mid '90s, and then the future being, you know, the new album, whatever, with Earth Song on there, We Are the World, all of that. But like I did feel the same way. I kind of was like, I told my lady, I was like, hey, look, like we stand to the end of the credits. Like, I gotta see. I needed to be like some Avenger type stuff at the very end. I need to know a new movie coming or something,
bro.
You know, I thought that'd have been a good little twist too, being contemporary too. But
I wanted to see more of him and Quincy in the studio. That's really what I wanted to see. Like they create, like
Quincy
I feel like they
the
kind of
Quincy part was quick.
They skipped over that. That was Mike.
But here's the thing, though, you can't.
I wanted to see more of the lab work.
Can't do. I mean, it would take his whole life to tell his whole life.
I know. I just feel like they skipped over that part, and it was like you can see Michael Jackson with the creativity, but I would have loved to see more studio Mike. Like what was Mike starting to separate himself?
I got you. The biggest thing about they did kind of say where he wanted to like, hey, look, this is it. You know? No pun intended. Again, this is it. But like, I think, no joke, I think they did Mike a certain. I know, despite what Janet may feel or whoever may feel, I don't know what she feels. There's only little rumors out there, but I think they did the family, and I think they did him a great service. I really do. I think they did him a great service.
Yeah.
Saying that, hey, you know, let's make this a feel good situation, Because it would take his whole life to tell his whole life.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And we would all sit right there. But I know now, new day and age cats got a way better appreciation for Mike than they ever had before.
Like I said, we got to tip our hat off for what they were limited to do on things that was probably either taken off or they couldn't do. It was overall a good movie in my book.
And he is the algorithm.
For sure. All right.
Facts.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what meal would you choose?
Gotta go something simple and healthy a little bit, you know. Gotta go something simple and healthy. You have to. I think I would definitely eat grilled chicken and broccoli. The rest of my life, I would be okay. Let it be savory. Let me season it like I want.
Well, I tell you, we get on these podcasts and really start
right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Boy, you're not doing grilled chicken and broccoli. You're not. Let me tell you why I would.
Let me tell you why I would.
Go ahead.
I go to Ale House right now, and they took off my Ale House folks. Tell me I'm lying. They went on the menu, took off the chicken Philly. They took the chicken Philly off the menu. So chicken Philly had obviously Philly cheesesteak, onions, all of that. But this one was chicken instead of beef, and then they put broccoli on the side. I ask them every time right now, please put your shredded chicken or like chicken filet. Please put that chicken on there, season it up, onions, all of that, and then put broccoli on top of it. Make it savory, and please put it on a plate and give it to me. And they'll do that. Shout out to the one in the avenues. They will literally do that for you. I will eat that all day. And if I had to pick one more thing with it, probably be a little disgusting, but I put eggs with it.
Eggs?
Yeah.
I've never heard of grilled chicken, eggs, and broccoli. Never in my life.
I did it. Yeah.
You mixing breakfast and dinner?
No, I'm mixing breakfast and lunch. They call that something.
Well, those are brunch. Don't do that. That's not brunch. I've never seen grilled chicken, broccoli, and eggs, and we call this brunch. I've never seen that.
My daddy used to have spaghetti and pancakes. We used to have spaghetti and pancakes. I swear.
Nasty.
Not together.
Extremely nasty work.
It was separate. It was
spaghetti?
Like you cook a bowl.
Why is spaghetti made during
that's the lunch
time?
part. That's the lunch part. So you have
spaghetti before 12.
Yeah. Yeah. Spaghetti before 12 is not a rule. That's not.
It ain't a rule, but who wakes up and eats spaghetti?
We did.
It's nasty work.
Spaghetti.
It's nasty.
Pancake, eggs, bacon.
Nasty.
It's brunch.
That's
breakfast. It's literally breakfast and lunch.
Terrible combo.
Wait, is brunch not breakfast and lunch? Or
it is.
We ruined what brunch is.
It is, but y'all getting
think brunch is
extreme.
mimosas.
Y'all, that's extreme.
You combine breakfast and lunch. You eat spaghetti and fish, don't you?
No. I've never had spaghetti and fish.
I thought in New Jersey.
No,
I thought up
never
north
had.
thing. I thought it was up north thing. My bad. So we weird.
Absolutely.
But we full.
It actually makes sense. For what the South is known for is a lot of, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get to the big bones. Get to the next one. All right.
A lot of big bones down here. Yay.
All right. If you can create a holiday, what would it be called?
That's a great one.
And how would people celebrate?
What a question.
This is a great question, by the way.
What a question.
I took a lot to really put into this one because this is very creative. Go ahead, shoot your gun.
What a question.
Yeah.
I would create oh wow. If you could create a holiday, what would you celebrate? And you're saying like, how would you celebrate?
What would it be called and how would people celebrate it?
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to piggyback off something that is already here, but it's not a holiday. I think the Super Bowl should be a holiday. And I don't think anybody should work on Monday after the Super Bowl. Not one person should be working on Monday after the Super Bowl, whether you like football or not. I don't think I think Super Bowl should be a national holiday.
Okay.
That's a fact. And I think on that Monday I think the Super Bowl is actually played a little early. Sometimes if you're on the West Coast, whatever, 6 o'clock, whatever. Now I think the party consumption or the culture of Super Bowl parties would be even bigger, and I think it would pertain to more people outside of football.
Right.
The fact that a day is off on Monday, we can party now because now people go
That's
Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
That was actually I wasn't expecting that.
I would do that. I think Super Bowl should be
I thought you was going to create a whole
new holiday.
Well, technically, that's not a holiday. So you saying you would make that a holiday?
I would make the Super Bowl. Super Bowl Monday would be a thing.
Do you know how crazy Monday would be, though?
Telling you, I'm not joking.
Wow.
I think they should have that. I don't even understand why we even Yeah, people calling half days. Like, I don't even understand why we don't do that anyway. Here's what it is.
All right, I got 2 more questions.
Go ahead.
What fictional world would you want to live in for a month, and how would you spend your time there?
Oh, easy. Wakanda. What? Done. Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm going to Wakanda, bro.
Okay.
And I'm getting Shuri to
You get right.
like make something for me, man. I don't even know what to make. Just make it for me. Make me a suit. Make me
that fresh gold.
Yeah, make me skinny. You know what I'm saying? Make me nice and fit right now without working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Give me armor or something. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Get me right.
Yeah.
I'm chilling. I'm having a good time, and I know they. All right. I'm in Wakanda. Easy.
Last one.
Go ahead.
Take some time to think about this one now. No, always finish with a little banger. You're gifted $10 million, but here's the rules. You cannot use it on yourself nor invest it, and you only have 24 hours to spend it all.
Too easy.
What are you spending your money on?
Too easy. You can't invest.
You can't invest.
So no long-term money.
Nope.
And you can't spend it on yourself. Can I participate on what I spend it on?
You can do anything else besides those two.
So if I pay for a hotel room, I can't stay in the hotel room. Is that what we're saying?
You can't use it for yourself. You can't spend the money for yourself. It gotta go to someone else or go to something else. Now, let's say if you got it for Jonah, you can stay with him near, but you got to spend it. You can't spend it on you. So you can't get yourself a hotel room. Make sense?
I just said a hotel room for $10 million. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild.
That was why I was just giving an example though.
That.
I would 100% buy for $10 million, and I gotta spend it. I would buy a small neighborhood for my family.
Okay, give or take ballpark, small neighborhood. What, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million?
I would want to go. I think I can get the right amount of house for the age groups, top to bottom. If I can get homes at if I can get a 8 to 10 house neighborhood,
okay,
secluded for $350 to $450 a house.
In
you know what I'm saying? My house gonna be about $750. Or you say I can't spend it on myself?
Can't spend it on yourself.
My woman house would be like $750.
Yeah.
I spend the night with her from time to time, maybe 7 days a week. Yeah, I do that. I buy a small neighborhood, and we would, and Jonah would have a home. I'm trying not to say my son's name on here. Jonah would have a home. Jason would have a home, but somebody else would live in it right now until he get old enough. Parents would have a home. I'd have.
You get a crib.
My lady have a home. Yeah, crib.
Everybody get a crib.
$10 million.
Cribbed up.
Yeah, we cribbed up.
So is that where you?
And
spending?
I own all of them, and they pay very minimal money to stay there. They still pay to stay there.
So let's say they pay the property tax, something like that.
Yeah, something crazy. Yeah, pay like $5-6 a year, give or take. Yeah, 100%.
Is that what you would spend all the $10 million on, or that's just a part of the $10 million?
I think so, dog.
Okay. I mean, that's a nice ass neighborhood.
So. No,
you spend
for real.
$10 million. That's a nice.
Eight houses. What? 8 houses. Let's say 400 a piece. Average. Mm-hmm. Let's say 8 houses, 400 a piece. I got plenty of money to work with. Well, that's 32. That's 3.2.
Somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Then I got more. I do want it to be spacious, so I do want land with that.
Land, little back.
You know what I'm saying? So another 5 on land. You know what I'm saying? Another
put
2.
a park in the neighborhood. It's kids. Little stuff like that. Little amenity center.
$10 million. I can't invest it.
You can't invest it. No.
Dang it. I should have invested.
I know. That's the easy way.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I do.
That's all I got for you.
All right. I got one where what are you not doing? Okay. And then I got a subject that I want to get into. As a matter of fact, switch the plot. Because that was great. Extra subject. Let's get into the keep it a buck.
Let's do it.
Let's get into the keep it a buck. Let's switch the plot. Because I want to have a discussion about this. We got like 10, 15 minutes. All right, let's have a discussion about this. Now, keep it a buck. Some parents are friends first, and it's hurting their kids. How you feel about that? Being friends first with your children. We've had a discussion about children and more so like discipline. We've had a discussion about children quite a bit, but more discipline, more step parenting. We had talks about that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And we can segue into that if it's relevant. But I do want to know how you feel about parents being friends to your kids first.
Right.
Is it harmful? Is it detrimental? What makes it successful? What you think about that?
Ooh, it's
one of them ones.
This definitely one of the ones. It's a little sticky
I'm putting
because
the phone up. I'm done. I ain't got
I
nothing
feel
else.
like it can work differently for different types of families. So I'll speak on how I feel about it. I can't speak on everybody else. I feel like I would be a parent first and a friend second. And reason being, because I feel like when you come off too friendly with the kid, they don't really know how to associate, or like they might take it where it's too friendly. Like they can talk to you a certain way, say certain things, like the demeanor a little different. You might lose them. It's going to always be, hold on now. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm your father. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're going to have a friendship within our relationship, but I'm not your homie. You get what I'm saying? There's going to be a thin line of how you respect me, how you talk to me, what you can and can't do. But at the same time, understanding that this is my dad and I got a friendship with my dad.
How do you say to your child, I'm not your homie? Do you say it just like that, or do you find a way to say it? Because I feel like depending on the age and even depending on the gender, I feel like they could take that like, dang, like, so we do all the fun stuff together. You ain't my friend.
No, this is great. This is great.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't just pop up and say, I'm not your friend. That's not how it goes.
Joe
you get
Jackson?
What I'm saying? Like if you know, I have a stepson. So let's say if he came to me and let's say he just talking crazy, like, hey, you know, I got these chicks and I did this, and that, and he using certain language, and it's like, ho now. Like, I'm not the kid you go to high school with.
Relax.
Calm down. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't talk, like, don't ignore that I'm here. Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm here. Like, there's still a level of respect. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for you, depending on what you're doing. You know, you playing with girls or whatever, that's fine. But, like, always understand there's a parent in the room. Like, I'm never that cool where you feel like I'm going to ignore that there's an adult here and still talk. No. I'm whether you want to call it old fashioned or what, like, that presence is going to be known, that there's a level of how you talk.
You have older siblings.
Correct.
When I say older, you have like significantly older siblings.
For sure. Big age gaps.
Yeah. And so was it, even though they're not your parent, was it like that with them too?
No.
So with them, you can.
You know what? Not really, but kind of.
Who's the biggest age gap you got?
Ooh, you got to understand. Oldest sibling with 53.
53?
Yeah, 53.
Okay.
So, you
none
know,
of I'm saying that because none of your siblings look anywhere near 53.
Good span.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In between that. So, in a weird way, it's like, I've always felt like being a younger sibling that I always had to listen and respect my older sibling because the gap was big. So, it was never me saying stuff. But as I got older, right, when I'm in my 20s or, you know, a young teen, like, I can still talk and be normal around them because it's like, bro, I'm not gonna beat my ass. Like, you get what I'm saying? You can't do that. So it's like we siblings. We just in different age groups. So with your
dad, you didn't have, and I know you lost your mom when you were younger. With your dad, you didn't. It wasn't like, Pop, guess what? But I had a.
I'm gonna tell you this, and this the thin line. Like, what's crazy is me and my father got actually a good friendship. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got a good friendship, but understand, there's times I needed a dad.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the friendship is cool, but there's sometimes I needed a fatherly advice. Like, like, my father like, I can say there's times I feel like I was talking to my homie. And that's a good thing. I'm not knocking that. It got to be a good balance. I ain't saying dads can't be a quote unquote homie or be a friend to the kid, but there's a thin line between I'm this and I'm that. Like, I also have to give you certain things. I got to give you knowledge. I got to equip you with certain tools.
Right.
I got to show you how to do certain things, how to change the time. Like, certain things a father should instill in a kid. I feel like you don't lose that to where it's just too friendly. If that.
When did that happen? Like, was that always like that when you were young, or did that happen once you got? Because I feel like there's a level of independence that you took on with being in the league.
Right.
Bump that. Playing at Florida.
Right.
There's a level of independence that most college kids don't get. You gotta be responsible for yourself.
For sure.
More than a normal freshman. You know what I'm saying? You got you got urban. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, work out. You know, whatever. Your normal freshman college kid, you know, sleep through this class. I'm straight. We can't do that. So I feel like with that level of responsibility comes a little level of maturity where it's like, maybe you do get a friendship with your parents a little bit later or a little bit better than most other people do. So did it happen early or did it happen later?
So,
or both?
No. Here's the thing. I have a lot of grace and empathy towards my dad because as I got older, I understood you only know what you know. You get what I'm saying? I can't be mad at my dad for things he didn't know or didn't know how to handle or things his dad didn't do with him that he didn't do with me. My dad was always supportive, always showed up, always was there. I can call him, talk about anything. It was that type of relationship.
Right.
However, there got to be a healthy balance of friendship and parenting. That's it. To each his own. It might work differently from everybody else. Like with my daughter more. You get what I'm saying? I can't make this up. Because now I'm quote unquote, I guess like the primary parent I'm with all the time, picking up, taking to school.
Right.
For example, she come home and was like, Daddy, I got a crush on Jake. And I'm like, hold
up.
Hold on, what? She's like, yeah, it get nastier though. She said, yeah, Kirsten broke up with him, right? So I went up, I said, ho. I said, isn't Kirsten your friend? She said, yeah. I said, whoa, you can't have a crush on your, hold on, wait, broke up? This is kindergarten. What are we talking about? What do you mean? So she laughing because she think it's funny. You know what I mean? She think, but she don't really understand what a crush and what these things are, right? So like, I'm low-key laughing but feeling away at the same time. Like, hold on, what do you mean you got a crush on this kid, right? What's going on? Who the kid was what? She's like, yeah, but he don't got a crush on nobody. So it's a conversation where it's fun, but there's also the conversation to have like, all right, listen, you can't do X, Y, and Z. Be mindful. Kirsten is your quote-unquote bestie or your friend. Like, right. And it's weird that I'm even having this conversation here in kindergarten. What are we talking about?
What are we doing?
Like, she don't have a boyfriend. They don't understand concepts yet. So it's like, we having
she said Jake.
She did. She gave me the name, right?
Jake?
Yeah.
Jake.
She had a crush on a kid named
Watch
Jake.
yourself, Jake.
And it's funny because I remember taking her to the park and the kid was there. They running around having fun.
Right.
But anyway, I'm just saying, we also had a little small talk too of me breaking down to her, oh, listen, you get what I'm saying? You're not old enough to be crushing on people. Like what you like, have fun, enjoy life, but that's for older people to crush and understand. She just think crushing is like to like somebody that be your friend. Also, she don't know boyfriend as in boyfriend. Right. She thinking boyfriend as in this is my guy friend. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So kids are innocent and they think what they are, but there's a friendship within that because I love that my daughter came to me to say something like that. But at the same time, I had to correct it, talk to her, say, hey, listen, be understanding of how this go. I don't want to be the parent who was like, oh, give me all the tea. Oh, that's cool. Don't worry. No. I'm glad you spoke to me, right? I love you. Gave a kiss. We talked about it. But hey, moving forward, you ain't crushing on nobody in kindergarten. You get what I'm saying? Have fun. Do your thing. But there's a friendship in parenting in that moment.
I say this. Having a 6-year-old, so I got to switch worlds like within a nick of a second. Mm-hmm. I have to. I have a 6-year-old, 15-year-old. Okay. So your 6-year-old, same thing.
Right.
Their birthday, month apart, whatever, it was a couple months apart. And going through the same thing where it's like, I got a girlfriend.
Right.
And you got to correct a whole lot of that because it's like, you can't really go out and start saying stuff like that because now you're going to start correlating girlfriend with what mommy and daddy got or what his mom and whatever whoever got. And then you're going to start correlating and then you're going to start like, you'll notice that old girlfriends might do that. And then you might, watch out. Right. You got to nip that in the bud. Right. However, not dealing with a 15-year-old,
a little different.
It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? But I do know one thing about 15-year-old boys and you women, y'all messed up a little bit. Is that heartbreak is real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like I, as a dad, an involved dad, want so bad to be like, tell me what's going on.
Right.
So I can kind of walk you through it. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even that parent that's like, I gotta walk you through it or I know everything. I'm more so just like, I just want to be there for you.
Right.
I don't think they see that when they get that age. And so now I'm at a point where it's like, I'm kind of letting you live your life. Let you live your life, I'm monitoring it, right? Making sure you don't do the wrong things. But like, I don't think to the point of the question about being a friend,
right?
I don't know if there's a drop off, and you got to find it as a dad.
Yes.
As a dad, you got to find out where that drop off is, because there's gonna be a time where real friends know networks. We know of other friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there's a point in my high school life, college life,
Right.
where my mom doesn't know 80% of the people I say hello to.
Correct.
And now that's happening with me.
Right.
You know, early middle high school, he's dead in the middle of it. And I'm like, it's kind of frustrating because that's not my boy. That's not the boy I raised. The boy I raised was just a kid and just like daddy, and now he don't daddy nothing no more. That motherfucker walk around here just, whatever. And I'm the one who's gotta like, I don't want to be in your business. I just want to be able to support you.
Right.
But you got to find a way to do that without dad back up, without them having to feel like that.
So the more and more I listen to the question, I feel like balance come to mind.
You
got to have a lot of balance. You can't be too much of one thing as a parent. For example, right? Joe Jackson. Let's use Joe. We all know Joe beat Michael ass, did all types of stuff. I don't think it was because Joe was so hard on Mike. You get what I'm saying? Because you got parents who are old school strict like that. I think he lacked balance of being a dad. Hell, they called him Joseph. They didn't call him man dad.
They called him man
Joseph. This is business.
Imagine that.
I couldn't understand. Bro, did they ever call him dad?
Joseph.
They called him Joseph. So, to my point, when you're too much of that type, where it's like, I just beat your ass, I just do this, and that, you're known for that. You don't have a friendship with your kids. You don't have no connection with your kids. All you is, you're treating it like business. So he's thinking, this is business. I got a business relationship with Joseph.
And you win at the business part.
You get what I'm...
That's the crazy part.
But look what sacrifice. Your mental health is messed up. The way you view the world is messed up. There's certain things of social norms that you're different with because you didn't get that, right? So it gotta be balanced. It's okay to be a strict parent, but you gotta also know when to be friendly. You gotta also know when to be loving. You gotta have a good, healthy balance of the two. Because here's the thing, if you too much of a friend, if I'm just a friend, now they might not respect you as the dad.
They won't.
If you too much of just this dad and not the friend, now you don't have a friendship with the kid. So it got to be a healthy balance of the two.
Here's my question to you. To kind of wrap it up, this is my question to you.
Go ahead.
This is going to throw you for a loop now,
Go ahead.
I think. It would throw me for one. If you could see what's going to happen, only you.
Right.
You got the vision. You have the mental fortitude to say, this is what I know will work. You are a friend to your child.
Right.
The friendlier you are, you see all scenarios.
Right.
The friendlier you are to your child, the better their mental health is, and the better they are relationship-wise with you.
Right.
But they're very comfortable in their life and they aren't ambitious. They don't go after it.
Right.
They rely on you.
Right.
Hey, Dad, I need some money. You know what it is. But on the other hand, you see absolute Joe Jackson.
Right.
You see, NFL dad, if you will, or it's hard nosed, it's straightforward, it's direct, it's do what you got to do to get the job done. Mm-hmm. You sacrifice the being a kid, the playtime, all of that. Athletes here, musicians here, whatever it is, they're ultimately going to be unequivocally successful. Mm-hmm. Even in the middle part of that, seeing the middle part of that, you can see, hey, look, I'm in the middle of this, and they're going to be a little successful, but man, I want to push them to be real successful, and they'll get there. However, I want my kid, but if I want my kid the way I want my kid, I'm probably going to hinder his growth or her growth. If you could see in the future and you're the only one, what are you choosing to do? Are you choosing the ultimate success, the ultimate Joe Jackson and Michael Jackson situation where his son was beat into, practiced into, worked into, sacrificed into the greatest entertainer who ever lived? Right. Or are you going to have a parent whose kid had talent, but now we don't even know their name? Right. They somewhere out here. They somewhere down the street. They somewhere over the corner. We don't know who they are. Right. But they have a great relationship with their kid. Right. Now they die, kid grows up, and it's just like, I had a great dad. Right.
I think this is probably the best question you ever asked me on this podcast.
It's like, what do you choose?
I think this is the best. Now, besides this being a great question, just the way my brain think, bro, I feel like I can get the same results just like Joe did with me not being Joe. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I have to beat my kid or do certain things to make them be great. Like, you listen and you learn and you pay attention to bits and pieces of what everybody do, right? There's other ways to find greatness within a child. And at some point, the child going to take off and do his. I would try to have the best happy median of knowing when to be stern, knowing when to be hard, but also loving on my kid, making sure their mental health is there, being a good parent, being a good leader, being a good role model. Like, you can't be too much of the other. If the goal, let's say a son, if the goal is for him to play in the NFL, right? I know how hard that is, right? He might not get it. There's going to come a time you got to have tough skin. There's going to have days you're not going to like me. You get what I'm saying? Days you're going to feel like I'm being too hard on you. But goddamn, we still going to grab ice cream. You get what I'm saying? We still gonna go to the park and play. I'm gonna still play the video game with you. I'm gonna still love on you. I'm gonna still.
But what if that little bit of leeway
Mm-hmm.
takes away from just a smidget of the discipline that they have, the fear that they have? And again, I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm just asking. Right. It takes away from that fear. I feel like Michael Jackson he knew that there was no room for Dad, I love you. Dad, I'm getting soft on. Or what? There's no room.
Right.
And so at a certain point. Part of the movie where it said, look at me.
Right.
And Mike kept looking away. But at the end of the day, when you keep doing that, he subconsciously knows when I get on stage, and you saw when he got on stage, he never not looked away.
Right.
He couldn't look at Joe, but he was definitely looking in the crowd. So my thing is, do you sacrifice that a little bit? Because that can be the difference. Now I'm talking NFL now. That can be the difference between first round, seventh round. That can be the difference between 12 years, 3 years. That can be the difference between 8 years, no years.
I'm gonna take this to extreme. I'm gonna take it even more extreme than what you're saying. If you're basically telling me to choose between, if the only way my child can be successful was to be a Joe Jackson, right?
Ooh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Compared to, like, you can choose success, but you got to be Joe, or you can choose mid to average life. You get what I'm saying? That had the best relationship with your kid. Me and how much peace I am with my life, I would choose having the greatest relationship with my kid than me being Joe. Why? Because it don't matter. Me experience make a little bit of money. Money don't make you happy. Money don't bring this lifestyle to me. Like, I'm sure Michael Jackson made billions and was miserable sometimes. You see what I'm saying? That just life being fucked up. So it's like, to push my son or daughter to the edge where now they become this singer, become this pop star, or become this athlete, whatever it is, and they making millions and billions of dollars, but I have no relationship with them. All I did was make them successful. I didn't win at the end. You get what I'm saying? I lost my kid.
Now here's the question.
I lost that, so I wouldn't choose that route.
I'm with you.
Right.
Here's the question. Here's the last one.
Good.
If your kid could choose, and your kid knew they were going to be the number one pick, if your kid knew they were going to be Michael Jackson, if your kid knew they'd be Carl Lewis, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Carl.
Shout out to Carl Lewis. If your kid knew that they were going to be these people, the greatest that ever touched their sports, if they knew that, and your dad has to be hard on you, they going to be like, Dad, what's up? Like,
for sure.
Push me.
You know what's wild?
Now what are you going to do? And they say, push me.
Now here's the thing. Respectfully, if my child knew it's Joe Jackson, right, or Josh Evans, right? Let's just say Joe Jackson is successful, first round pick. Josh Evans is, you might make it. You get what I'm saying? But you got a good relationship. And they said, no, Dad, I need you to be Joe.
You turning up?
I'm motherfucking Joe Jackson. Fuck is you talking about? I am Joe. Fuck is you talking about?
You turning up?
I'm turning
it's
the
fuck
fuck
up. Yeah, I just needed to hear you say that
because now I know you know what it takes. You see what I'm saying? Now I know. So like, we're in sync. We're in sync, which means I can get after it. I can get after it to the T because you know this what it take. You don't know that as a kid, but if my kid said, I'm there, we in sync now, I'm whooping that ass. I'm getting with you. When you off key, I can be that. That's there.
That means you're grudgingly going in a relationship with them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
You're grudgingly getting into a relationship with them to be good, opposed to what you really want to do is make them successful.
Here's the thing. We both understand the mission now. You get what I'm saying?
It's all transparent.
He knows, I knows. So when I am beating you or I am doing certain things you don't like, and I'm just using the Joe Jackson. Follow me. I'm using the Joe Jackson analogy. You understand it. You might not like it. You get what I'm saying? You might not get it. But you get it. You get it. And you know the bag is on the way. The bag is near. You know. I just feel like there's a better way to go about it. But if my son said, hey, Dad, it's either Joe or you, and I need Joe because I want to be this first round pick, you're going to get Joe.
I'm not thinking twice.
You're going to get Joe.
You're getting Joe immediately.
You're getting Joe, and we up 6 a.m.
Put your shoes on right now.
Put your shoes on right now. We're getting to it.
I don't even know what it takes to get. You know what it takes to get. I don't know what it takes to get there.
We're getting
but I'm going to try
to it. Now, before we wrap this up, what's so crazy, bro, is it would make my day. It would make my day if I had a son or daughter who kind of had the I don't say Joe Jackson theory as a parent,
You gonna
but I
say what
had
I'm about
that
to say?
fight and hunger as a kid to say, I want to work hard,
If your
man, and I
kid
need
came to you-
I need you to. It'll bring a tear to my eye, bro.
I hit somebody.
It'll bring a damn tear to my eye to say, oh my God, I don't have to force, like I don't have to put this on you. You want this. Like I don't have to make you drink the water now. Your face is in it.
I think people don't understand that's what all of us really
Yes.
I don't care what the industry is. All of us are. If a kid, no extracurriculars, just school. If a kid said, I got a B, mom, dad, I want an A. Can you help me get there?
Yes.
Man, those are the kids that are different.
Listen to me.
Those are the people
Jarvis,
don't understand. Those are the
Jarvis.
kids that are different.
Listen
I'm not
to
saying that you can't succeed to other kids, but those are the kids who somehow, some way, got it.
I just got excited a few days ago. I've been joking with my daughter saying, hey, I'm gonna take you to the track. Like we're gonna start track practice, bro. She talked, this was Monday. Monday, she said, Dad, when we going to the track? Like I'm ready to go. We're going to Orlando this weekend to get a whole track outfit. Like we're ready now. Like we're going. Whether she be good or not, it's like, okay, you just turned 6. The track spikes are coming on. The warm-up gear is happening. We're at the park. We're going to the track now because now I want to see, do you like this was what? But I like that she came to me, even though I mentioned it to her and said, hey, Dad, when you taking me to the track, I'm ready to go. We're going to get sneakers this weekend. We're going to get track spikes this weekend. You're going to get your little Nike outfit, little Adidas outfit.
We're getting right.
From head to toe.
I told my boy, I said, I said, listen, hound me about working out, hound me about playing catch, hound me about whatever. Even if I feel like I don't want to do it, or I seem like I don't want to do it, hound me.
Yes.
Hound me, dog. There's no feeling like that, dog. Yes. No feeling like that. And then
greatest feeling.
We'll mess around and be friends. Hey. We are gonna wrap it up. But again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the show. We bringing y'all the real. We keeping it in the buck as always. Not too many people in the city doing what we doing. And I say that to say this. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for recognizing. People are walking up to us saying that they love the content. They love the topics. If there's some topics or content that you think you want to have us speak on and talk about, there's no fear on the show. We will talk about it. Let us know whether you DM us on social media, whether you comment on any of the social media platforms below. Make sure you let us know, and we'll go from there. But you got anything else?
Before we wrap up,
talk to me.
Shout out to Jersey, man. We got some people back at the crib watching the show.
Orange, New Jersey.
Yeah, Orange, New Jersey.
I appreciate the love.
Yeah, we appreciate the love. We
thing said we extended extra cities. I'm like, extra cities.
We look at the analytics, man.
You know, we good, but we ain't, we working. Let's be. We know we on level 1.5 out of 100. We ready to get there. Yeah. And now we got Orange, New Jersey.
Orange, New Jersey.
That about 2,500. How far that is from you?
Probably about 15, 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the crib. Okay. So shout out to New Jersey, man, for real. Shout out to Atlanta, Jacksonville, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, a lot of them places that's listening to the show. Hopefully we can extend even further than that here soon. But only way we can do that is if you keep sharing, keep reposting, keep loving the content, and keep it in a buck. So you good, man?
Come here. As always, a buck was kept.
Buck was kept. We out.
Bingo.
Appreciate y'all.